to navigate change with resilience. You gotta stay grounded in your values. Let your core principles guide you through uncertainty. You want to focus on integrity, growth, and collaboration during these shifts. Rather than push back, find a way. How can you innovate? How can you grow through this change? Stay grounded in your values. Let your core principles and values be the compass when you are transitioning a change, when you're going through a change. Reframe fear as opportunity. Replace what if I fail with what can I learn from this. That will help you shift your mindset. So these are strategies to navigate change as a leader with resilience. Can you reframe what if I fail is, what is this here to teach me? What can I learn from this? Change is inevitable. As leaders, the question isn't whether change will happen. The real question is, when change happens, will we resist it or fear? Will we shrink back? Or would we embrace this change as an opportunity for growth? Welcome to the final episode of the April Growth and Mindset series. I'm your host, BMCC, and it's my delight to share with you again on Journey with Me as we go about improving and becoming the best version of ourselves. Now, this is the final episode of April's Growth and Mindset series, and today we're diving into something, a very crucial skill for leaders, and that is embracing change. As a leader, change is inevitable. Whether we like it or not, there will be decisions that we have to make. Whether you're leading yourself as a leader, or you're leading your team or your organization, changes will hit you, even when you least expect. But would you embrace it as an opportunity for growth and to innovate? Or would you shrink back and just stay in your comfort zone? Today, we will explore three themes, and that is why embracing change is critical for leadership success. What are the strategies to navigate change with confidence and adaptability? And how can we turn challenges into opportunities for personal and professional growth? Remember, as the leader, you must be committed to growth yourself. So how can you turn challenges that come, changes that happen in your transition in your life into opportunities for personal and professional growth? Today, we have to reframe change from just something that distracts us and we fear and shrink from, but as a spark for transformation. And let's dive into it right away. Why is change essential for leadership growth? Change is constant and is also a gift. Now, what happens when change hits us, or when it's time to make that change, determines what the final outcome will be. This is why change can be viewed as a gift. The first thing is that change fuels innovation. It challenges us to think creatively and to push boundaries. The second thing is that change builds resilience. Every transition tests our ability to adapt and persevere. Every transition that happens is testing our ability. Can you adapt to this? Can you persevere? Can you innovate? Can you come out a better version of yourself in the midst of this change, in the midst of this transition? And finally, change inspires growth. It forces us to come out of our comfort zone, and just an amazing gift. Not only does it force us to come out of our comfort zone, it opens doors of new opportunities to us. Now, this is your short assignment right now. Think of a time when change disrupted your routine. Did it help you discover new skills? For me, launching BMCC was a leap into the unknown, but the change has transformed me in every single way. Now, reflect on a change that you've experienced recently. How has it grown you as a leader? Has it challenged you to grow, to push the boundaries? So you want to take note of that. Now, let's discuss navigating change with resilience. Resilience is key to embracing change. And these are three strategies that I'll share with you today on how to navigate change with resilience. The first thing is you got to stay grounded in your values. Let your core principles guide you through uncertainty. You want to focus on integrity, growth, and collaboration during these shifts. Rather than push back, find a way. How can you innovate? How can you grow through this change? So stay grounded in your values. Let your core principles and values be the compass when you are transitioning a change, when you're going through a change. The second thing is to reframe fear as opportunity. Replace what if I fail with what can I learn from this. That will help you shift your mindset. So these are strategies to navigate change as a leader with resilience. Can you reframe what if I fail is, what is this here to teach me? What can I learn from this? And lastly, focus on the bigger picture. It's not about what is happening currently. Don't be so bowed that you're frustrated. And how do you focus on the bigger picture? Change may be uncomfortable right now, but if it aligns with your long term, remember last week we discussed setting goals with a growth mindset frame. So you've got to focus on the bigger picture. Change may be uncomfortable right now, but if you check it, does it align with your long term growth and goals? Then you've got to stay resilient. It will come to pass. This too will pass. So focus on the bigger picture, stay grounded in your values, and reframe fear as opportunity. Rather than what if I fail, what is this here to teach me? What can I learn from this? Now, a quick assignment again. Think of your current transition in your life. What opportunities does this change present? Oftentimes, I share with you all through this podcast series the importance of meditation, and that's what you've got to commit against. So, all of the short test, the action points that I give to you is to enable you meditate. What current transition are you going through in your life right now, and what opportunities does it present? Rather than what if I fail, can you reframe that to what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Who can I collaborate with? How can I innovate? How can I push the boundaries? Rather than shrink, how can I get out of my comfort zone and oftentimes when we embrace the opportunities that this change, this transition presents us, we become the next and higher version of ourselves. The gifts inside of us blossom and we truly see a different person entirely. Now, finally, how do we turn transitions into opportunities? Leaders who embrace change inspire their teams to thrive, and these are ways to turn transition into opportunities. The first thing is communicate transparently. You want to share the vision behind the change and involve your team in the process so that they're not demotivated. Share transparently, communicate transparently with them, share the vision for the change. Why is this change important? And allow them contribute. They will take this as personal. They're going to be a part of the change, and at the end of it, you're not the only one growing. Every member of your team would have grown in the midst of that change. So communicate transparently, share the vision, and involve your team in the process. Empower your team. So it's important to encourage creativity and collaboration during this change. Your team is your greatest asset. Empower them, encourage creativity, encourage them to think outside the box. How can we do this differently? You see, and the final thing, celebrate the wins and the lessons learned. Your team is your greatest asset. So when you show them the bigger picture, encourage creativity, allow them, to impute to it, to bring in the inputs to innovate, celebrate the wins. Every small win is important. It keeps them motivated. It keeps them challenged with a positive mindset. They're not just weighed down, they're excited about the change you want to going through together. So celebrate the wins, and from time to time, maybe once weekly, twice weekly, come together to review what lessons have we learned from this. At the end of it, not only would you have grown, every member of your team would have grown, and they will be entirely grateful to you for it. What's one positive outcome you've seen from embracing this change? These are questions that you might want to ask in your meeting. What lessons have we learned here? What's one positive outcome that we've seen from embracing this change? Now, as I conclude, leaders don't just survive through transition, they thrive through them, inspiring growth and transformation in themselves and their teams. So we don't just survive transitions. It's important when we reframe our mindset from seeing change or transitions as fearful, as something to resist, but when we embrace them, we not only survive, we thrive through them, and both the leader and members of the team become the best and higher version of themselves. So much transformation happens to you and to your team, and then you're gonna see that all through this transition, so much is happening to you. The team is growing. You're celebrating yourselves. You're there for each other, and at the end of the day, the change would have been worth it. The journey would have been worth it, and this is in every way connected to what I shared last week. Setting goals, but from a growth mindset, so that your team won't just see it as we're just hitting the next goal and the next goal. They would have grown in the midst of it, and your organization will be better for it. Your team collective output will be better for it, but the individual team member would be grateful for having gone through that change. I want to hear from you. How has this month helped you? This month we committed to personal and growth mindset. How have you been inspired? I want to hear your story. Share with us, members of my team, or by dropping your comment. We're inviting you to like, to subscribe, and to share. Share with your team members. They will be inspired listening to this together, so that when change does happen, when it's time to make a transition, they would have been equipped with all that is necessary to make their transition. Thank you for joining us week in, week out. Thank you for joining with me. It's been a journey of the light. May has for us something absolutely. I want to keep it for you. But until then, have a beautiful end of the month, and thank you for being a part of this community. You truly matter to us. Have an amazing week or weekend. Bye for now.